here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, this has been their domain, Clark, no question. They've made this arena a very difficult one to come into and try to win. So this game will tell us a lot about whether they're going to continue that dominance on this homestand.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat. On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. Whiteside is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Dragic in the one spot.
Goran Dragic, nicknamed Goji, grew up in Slovenia. His mom played hoops. His dad played soccer. Goji started out playing soccer, but when he hurt his leg, his mom said, no more of that pitch stuff. You're going to the round ball and the hardwood. So he went to basketball, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well. Good call by mom on that, too.
Bosh, no one around him. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Here's Thompson. Chris Bosh with the rebound. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Now here's James. Right now averaging 25 points a game. And it's Smith penetrating. Shoots from 12. Shumpert with some nice D. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Boy, that was a surprising result, wasn't it, guys? Because on paper, it didn't even look like a fair matchup.
Well, you know what? That's part of why we enjoy sports and you play the games, because it definitely didn't turn out the way many of the experts, including ourselves, might have predicted. So that's why you tee it up, buddy.
He dishes it to Smith. Takes a three. Rebound by the Heat. Bosh has got his third rebound tonight. The finish. And Smith with the block. And they'll keep possession. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Bosh. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul. Outside Dang. Dishes it to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
And the dunk by James.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Dragic the pass to Dang. Here's Bosh. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Bosh has got 6.
Well, the Miami Heat.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house. Old school time now. He broke to the rack, Kevin.
That is raw power, Clark. Raw, unbridled power.
And this place is shaking.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover. Look at the stat sheet. They were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome.
A different look for Miami. Chris Anderson has checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's James. After the miss from Goran Dragic. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And we get a chance to see the numbers for Smith. He's putting up about 12 points per game. 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Dragic dishes to Chalmers. And McRoberts kicks to Dang. Moves back up. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Dang.
The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
What about Clark, what Steve just talked about? How was it possible for them to turn the ball over so much in that game?
Well, I mean, the defense was outstanding now. You got to give some credit where credit is due. But they also were a little sloppy at times with the ball.
16 feet away. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got 6.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And here is LeBron. To the inside. Smith with a wide. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, what a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big...
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, Clark, Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Haslam and Bosh up front. Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot.
Chris Bosh in some ways had been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in Miami, but extremely valuable. A nice complementary scorer and understated defensively. But with LeBron gone now, he becomes more of a focal point offensively.
Dang can't get it to go.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Chris Bosh.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, after opting out of the last 2 years and $42 million of his contract, Dwyane Wade re-signed with the Heat for 2 years at about $31 million. Kevin, if he hadn't already solidified his place as the most beloved player in Miami Heat history, giving up over $10 million to help the team compete has to seal the deal.
Incredible, Doris. He said home is where the heart is. It's great to hear. Thanks.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league rankings. 11th in field goal percentage, 13th in steals. And they've only managed to get into the top 20 in points off turnovers. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind cashing in on a few more of those chances, but they've got to force more and then cash in at a better rate.
That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwyane Wade. And 12 points for Chris Bosh.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers. Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Whiteside's checked in for Udonis Haslam. It's tipped and stolen by Chalmers. Here's Wade, and he dunks it down.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. James. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And the basket by Chalmers. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Golden State. There's the pick. LeBron passes to Smith. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, J.R. Smith, a guy who can take your breath away with his talent one moment and then exasperate you the next. Unbelievable talent, but he can be erratic offensively, especially with his shot selection.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Man, a moment here to see the numbers for James. Averaging 25 points per game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Out to Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs. And J.R. Smith closing in on 30 years of age. He's been fined almost $1 million over the course of his NBA career.
And, you know, playing in China, he was fined over $1 million in a single season. How do you do that? One night he ordered $3,000 worth of room service on the team dime just to see if they keep coming. Come on, Kevin. I mean, what is this guy thinking about here?
Call us. We can do some of this. Thompson is screen on down. It's LeBron with the drive.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Wade brings the double team. Thompson misses. The Heat trail by 8. Wade against Shumpert. Wade drives in. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And not sure what he was thinking there. It could go. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that does it for the first half of play. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Smith. He has 20 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Yeah, you are right, Clark. I mean, it's been fireworks from deep. He's just so dangerous out there.
LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with J.R. Smith. And it's...
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Out to Smith. Fires the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 25 points for J.R. Smith.